Well, hello, and welcome to another Content Modeling Weekly course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, there's my email address, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Today, I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about another content model. You guys know I'm a content modeling geek. I love to content model constantly. Today's focus is going to be on merge tags and what are they and how do we create a content model to support merge tags, and we'll go from there. But before we get started, as always, you guys know how this works. Go and register at headlesscreator.com. Sorry, it's Monday. Had a great Father's Day weekend, so trying to get back in the mode sometimes is a little bit hard. But go to headlesscreator.com and register for a free account. You'll have access to this lesson on demand right after, along with a bunch of other content. If you go to the Content Modeling Weekly, you'll see that there's 64 learning units, about 1,277 minutes of content, tons. That's not including this one. So go register. Along with that, of course, you'll have access to a bunch of other courses, like all the Focus On courses, which focus on specific headless CMSs, the Discover Headless Tech, so you can discover, well, headless technology and listen to cool interviews with headless people. So, headless people, that didn't sound right. No, you're not going to listen to interviews with headless people. You're going to listen to interviews with people in the headless industry. Very, very different, right? It would be, although that may be a cool podcast. Anyway, register. It's 100% free. Enough of that. As you know, that's the marketing for the live folks here. For the on-demand version, there's not going to be any marketing at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and restart the intro. We'll start from the beginning and we'll jump right into the lesson. So I'll see you in about 15 seconds, something like that. Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Content Modeling Weekly course. I am Marcelo Lewin, Headless Creator. As always, my email address is right there, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Feel free to send me a quick email. I'll get back to you as soon as you can. Today, we're talking about merge tags. What are they? How do we create a content model to support that? We'll jump right into a headless CMS and bring in that content model. Maybe we'll run some GraphQL queries if we have some time. And I'm going to share with you a small architecture of a possible way of implementing this. We're not going to do any coding or anything like that because I'm not a developer. So real quick, merge tags allow you to bring in content from outside your headless CMS into the content inside your headless CMS. So let me show you as an example. A perfect example of this is like MailChimp. MailChimp uses merge tags to put stuff into the newsletter, right? And they have these merge tags that you can use, for example, the brand logo, or the campaign ID or rewards, or a whole bunch. You can see on the left, there's a whole bunch. So there may be a time where the content in your headless CMS is not enough. It may have to be merged with content outside your headless CMS, but you still want to let your authors manage that headless CMS content. So how do we put all that together? So let me show you a possible architecture. I'm going to bring this over here so I could see it better, but let's zoom in. And for example, let's say you have your headless CMS, whether it be Contentful, Content Stack, Storybook, Compliance, whatever it may be, right? You have your headless CMS here, and in there you have, let's say, some content models, and it says welcome, but you can't just say welcome. You want to say welcome and the first name of the user when they log in, but you're not keeping the username in the headless CMS. Or you want to say something like your favorite color is, and then whatever favorite color they chose in their profile. Or your username can be updated here, right? So you want the author to be able to control the content, but the username, favorite color, and first name will come from another system. For example, external DB1, you may have two databases. You may have Salesforce. You may have a whole bunch of other system integrations. Well, first name and username may come from, let's say, external DB1, whereas favorite color may come from external DB2. So first name equals Marcelo, username equals Marcelo, and favorite color is red. So then you could possibly have a script, sort of some sort of script somewhere in your architecture that basically will take the content, like welcome first name, and then knowing that what first name is, it'll go to external DB1 and go, okay, first name is Marcelo. Perfect. Same with favorite color. Favorite color is on external DB2, and username is on external DB1. Then it'll take the script, will take those tags, look up the content in those external DBs, and then to the delivery channel, it'll deliver welcome Marcelo. Your favorite color is red. Your username Marcelo can be updated here. But this is made up of not just headless CMS content, but also your external DB. And it still gives the author the power to change this, right? To change the content. For example, we can say the author can go in there and find out that instead of saying welcome is hello, Marcelo. We are glad you are here. Let's say that seems better. They do A/B testing. You still want the first name, right, to appear dynamically. And now this here, it would say now this. So how do we implement this in a content model? Well, let's think through this a little bit, right? Here's the architecture, and this is available as bonus material under the bonus material section of the Content Modeling Weekly course. You'll find it there under the Miro boards. But let's create it's going to be a pretty simple content model that allows you or allows authors to insert the script. So if we go back and let's use sort of the MailChimp as sort of our model here to look at, it's like, well, what kind of information do we need to model? Well, for example, we can look at, we have an actual tag, the merch tag, right? So let's go back to here. We'll create a model here that says merch tag, and we know it has a name, right? So we know it has some help text for the author to know what to do with this. And we know we need a code ID. Because what happens is, this is going to be the name of the merch tags. This is going to be some help. And then the code ID is what's going to be inserted into, it'll be kind of like, it'll be this, the first name, like that. It'll be inserted, and then they can do a lookup against the proper database, okay? The other thing we could do, if we look back, you can see there's sort of like sections. They try to organize these tags in sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another content type, call it merch tag family, and we'll just say name. And then